Today, we are embarking on an exciting journey into the vibrant and mind-bending universe of one of the most electrifying comic book artists of all time, Simon Bisley. His brushstrokes have conjured up worlds of mayhem, mystery, and marvels, from the sweeping landscapes of fantasy realms to the gritty streets of dystopian futures. Simon Bisley's artistic journey has left an indelible mark on both the comic book industry and the realm of fantasy art. Before continuing with this video, I want to give a special thanks to the subscriber Vangelis for being the first member of the channel. Thank you very much, Vangelis. Well, we have much more to say. Let's continue with the video of the great Simon Bisley. Simon Bisley was born on March 4, 1962 in England. His passion for art began at an early age. At the tender age of 6, his artistic journey ignited. He embarked on a self-taught path, spending a mere year in an art college where he recalled,
"I found it very difficult to get any kind of feedback from the art teachers. They weren't interested at all in what I was doing. So I became kind of very introverted with regard to my artwork, and yeah, I was just all self-taught."
As time went on, Simon Bisley continued to evolve as an artist, experimenting with new techniques, mediums, and influence. He attributes inspiration to the likes of Frank Frazetta, Gustav Klimt, Salvador Dalí, William Turner, and of course, Richard Corbin. His unique artistic signature materializes through acrylic application on Bristol board. Contrary to prevailing assumptions, Simon's toolkit rarely includes airbrushes. However, his ingenuity shines through as he occasionally employs car spray paint and medley of commonplace household articles. Bisley began his career by creating designs for magazines and album covers. His very first project was making a design for a t-shirt used in the heavy metal magazine Kerrang! After a while, even though he didn't have experience in drawing comic strips before, the magazine 2000 AD gave him a job. When he was still a student, Bisley painted a picture of a robot holding a baby and sent it to the 2000 AD offices. Pat Mills, who worked there, saw the picture and got an idea. He decided to bring back the ABC Warriors comic strip and asked Bisley to draw it. This happened in 1987. He began by working on ABC Warriors, and later he also drew for Sláine. And the iconic Judge Dredd. Bisley's breakthrough came in the early 90s when he gained widespread recognition for his work on DC Comics' Lobo series. His portrayal of the character's violent and humorous antics brought a new dimension to the anti-hero genre. His signature style, characterized by intricate line work, exaggerated anatomy, and gritty painting look, set him apart from his contemporaries. Beyond Lobo, Bisley's artistic prowess graced the pages of other iconic comic book titles. He collaborated with renowned writers like Alan Grant and Warren Ellis on franchises such as Batman, Hellblazer, or Dead Dealer. Each collaboration showcased his ability to infuse characters with raw energy and emotion. Simon Bisley has established himself as a consistent and prominent contributor to the renowned comics magazine Heavy Metal. This long-standing collaboration has allowed Bisley to showcase his unique artistic style within the pages of the magazine, adding his distinct flavor to the electric mix of content that Heavy Metal is known for. Bisley's contributions to heavy metal have not only allowed him to maintain his presence in the comic book and fantasy art world, but also introduced his work to new generations of fans who discover his artistry within the pages of this iconic publication. Simon Bisley also accepted commissions outside of the publishing world. For example, he has also done illustrations for game boxes. But beyond this type of work, the major production of drawings and illustrations was for comics, and innumerable numbers of comics that he developed in the following decades. Simon Bisley's artistic style is both iconic and recognizable, setting him apart as a prolific figure in the world of comic books, fantasy art, and heavy metal culture. Bisley's work is known for its incredible level of detail, whether it's the texture of skin, the intricacies of machinery, or the nuances of clothing. His illustrations are filled with meticulous detailing that draws the viewer's eye and invites them to explore every corner of the image. He often exaggerates the anatomy of his character, giving them larger-than-life proportions, especially when it comes to muscles and body structure. This contributes to the sense of dynamism and energy in his artwork. His character's facial expression and emotions are vividly portrayed, whether it's grim determination, wild laughter, or seething rage. Bisley's ability to capture a wide range of emotions adds depth and realism to his character. Many of his works are characterized by gritty, dark, and atmospheric quality. This atmosphere often adds to the overall tone of the stories he is illustrating, creating a sense of tension, drama, or otherworldly ambience. His compositions are often dynamic and full of movement. Characters are rarely static, they are posed in ways that suggest action, and there's a sense of kinetic energy that radiates from the pages. All this can be seen in many books where his work is the protagonist. His chaotic and dynamic style resonates with fans, inspiring a new wave of artists who embraced a more gritty and unconventional approach. His influence can be seen in various mediums, from album covers to movie concept art. His dynamic style, intricate details, and unapologetic imagination have shaped the visual landscape of comic books, fantasy art, and beyond. From Lobo to Heavy Metal magazine, Bisley's contributions have transcended medium, connecting with audiences on a visceral level. But we have to remember that his legacy continues to evolve. His influence can be seen in the work of artists he is inspired, and his impact ripples through the worlds he is touched. Whether it's on a page of a comic book, the covers of a heavy metal albums, or the canvases of imagination. Hello my friends, I wanted to mention that the channel members option is now active, which is a very direct way to help me with the channel to be able to upload content more often and better prepared. For that small monthly monetary contribution, you can get some benefits, besides thanking my infinite gratitude of course, which will be reflected in the videos as all members will appear in the credits. So if you were looking for the possibility to help me more directly, here you have an option. And if you don't want or can support me with money, if you hit the like button and share the content, you are already giving a gigantic help for the channel to grow and move forward.